A very poignant perspective here about Planet X, revelations, 3 days of possible darkness, things that are coming to be, is to truly know thyself. Now, in many of my presentations and podcasts, I have ultimately chosen to tell you who you are, show you by scientific method, and give you tools, or show you how to use your tools rather, in order to achieve your goals. Take off your shackles. Be truly free. There are many people in this world who choose not to believe in biblical stories or prophecy, who choose not to believe in mythology and its very real history. There are people who choose to not believe in many conspiracy theories. There are people who refuse to believe that this eclipse will be anything other than another cool eclipse, and that this comet coming through is nothing more than another cool comet to see, a once in a lifetime event. So, somewhere between the sobering knowing and the drunken knowing, we must see the facts. We must face reality. We must understand that we are indeed in a binary star system, and this is a cyclical event, and it is very near to our doorstep at this time. But that does not mean doom or gloom, and it doesn't have to mean cataclysm either. Because if you truly know thyself, and hopefully by the end of this video you will know that you can face anything coming with courage and knowledge on your belt to know exactly what to do to steer through this storm. We'll call it a defensive driving course. Let's begin with some of the evidence for a twin sun.
Is 1/5 of a light year away. The hypothetical star Nemesis would be 2 light years away from the Sun, a little beyond the Oort cloud. If it were a star similar to Proxima Centauri, from Earth it would be difficult to see that star since it would not stand out from the rest. It would look like another star in the sky, not like the twin orbiting the Sun. This star would have an eccentric orbit around the Sun, approaching a maximum of 1.5 light years from the Sun every 27 million years. This orbit will coincide with the cycles of mass extinctions that have occurred on our planet throughout history. The explanation for this is that although the star would not directly affect the Earth with its radiation, its gravity would disturb the asteroids and comets of the Oort cloud, sending them to the inner solar system where they would cause chaos in all the planets, not only in the Earth. Due to this, many of those asteroids and comets would obtain very close orbits to Earth and impact our planet in the form of meteorites. Although it is an interesting hypothesis, the truth is that the slightest sign of the possible existence of the supposed star has never been detected.
Or
So
has it?
could the Nemesis star exist? A dark star. An explanation is
Because it
that we
has.
have not found the Nemesis star because it could be a dark star, that is, a brown dwarf. Brown dwarfs are in a gray area
Yeah,
in
and they found them with a telescope called the IRIS, IRIS. It sees in infrared. As well, the Vatican has one called Lucifer, and they've seen it too. And it's in Arizona.
classifying celestial objects. They are bigger than a planet, but not as big as a star, and generally do not have enough mass to initiate nuclear hydrogen fusion reactions at their core. As a result, brown dwarfs do not emit enough energy to be visible in the visible spectrum of light. However, they emit infrared radiation and are detectable by telescopes at this wavelength. This object would not be visible even with the most powerful telescopes, since it does not emit light. However, if it did exist,
Unless
it
you have
could be
one in
detected with
infrared.
other observation instruments, such as radio telescopes or infrared signal detectors. In addition, a brown dwarf at that distance from the Sun would have enough mass to exert a gravitational tug that would disturb the most distant objects in the solar system, and thus could be detected by the instruments we have today. Other scientists propose that if it wasn't a brown dwarf, it might be a small black hole, but it too would exert enough gravitational perturbations to be quickly detected by our telescopes. Before we move on to the search of a ghost, be sure to stay tuned afterwards if you haven't seen our earlier release on Is Jupiter a Failed Star? We'll see what is true about the statement. The search for a ghost. Because it is almost impossible for a star or a brown dwarf to exist, much less a black hole. A few years ago, a new theory emerged, which is taken more seriously in the scientific community. This theory suggests that Nemesis could have existed, and that it would have been a companion of the Sun in its first million years of life, but that later it would have separated from it and followed its path through the Milky Way as an independent star. This theory arose after studying the Perseus molecular cloud, which we discussed at the beginning of this video. The scientists observed many new formed stars remarkably similar to the Sun in this cloud.
Okay, so I'm going to share this video link with you because I really do want you to watch the rest of this, because you also need to understand how Jupiter is also fitting into this equation, because it is not a failed star, as they suggest. It is a baby star. That's the third one. And it birthed Venus. This is a fact. So that makes Venus our fourth star. And there's even literature history written about when Venus first appeared in our skies, because Jupiter birthed it. And that big red storm that's happening on Jupiter right now, I personally think, from my own research and scientific study, that it's getting ready to give birth again. So then that makes five stars in our solar system, that four of which lay in wait for our main star to burn out, go supernova, and another one to take over. You know how stars work. There's lots of evidence for this, guys. They just aren't teaching it in school. Now, let's check out some of these warnings for this good old fashioned normal solar eclipse and comet that will just happen to be seen in the sky at the same time. And these, oh, what is it now? Four planets and two extra moons that we will also see. If this is not a binary star system, guys, what are we seeing? Wake up, eyes to the sky. Use your third eye. Trust your intuition. Listen to your true logic and reason, not the program. National Guard for an eclipse. You know, for an eclipse. Now, bear with me because I have a point to showing you this. I am not a fear monger, and I do not ever want you to feel like you are hopeless, helpless, or cannot control things that are going on in your environment around you because we can, we will, and I'm going to show you how. But listen to all the hype that's happening over an eclipse with a comet and 4 planets and 2 extra moons on April 8th. Overwhelmed. Tell me they don't know something you don't know. Or an eclipse. Ah, mhm. What? Right? We're gonna get into that too. Yes. Okay. Are you getting the point here? Are you getting the point? Oh, no. Did I not share that at all? That's okay. That's okay. You got to the gist of it anyway. Now, all of the above he just said, very real possibilities, great ideas. Get your things together, get your bug out bag, have your medical kit. Anybody that needs medicines, make sure you have that. And also focus your thoughts on who you are and know thyself. So now we're going to go to this next one because I want you to really understand what this planet is that we live on and who you are.
And welcome to Somatic TV. I hope that water's not too disturbing. I'm right by a river, as you can well see. And the beauty is as well, I'm right by this lovely church here. So this is where we're going to be doing the energy update from. We're going to be getting the chakra sequencing. We're going to be getting the message from the earth. We're also going to be going into the sun and also the ley lines, the energy lines that go through this church here. And yes, going through the sun, going through earthquakes and so forth. So without further ado, let's get on with the tape. Don't believe, just know. Cymatic TV.
Definitely go and subscribe
Turning
to him.
vibration
He's
into
phenomenal.
reality. So here we are in the foothills of the Pyrenees in France. Absolutely glorious day today. Spring doesn't seem to exist anymore. I'm working on a studio, an inside studio, so I will
Okay.
watch. I think there's going to be
Ahead.
really start hitting the earth around about the 19th of March. And this is why I blow my own trumpet. Spot on. Spot on. And on my
If you don't know what he's
sister channel,
talking about,
the
watch the
Astroflower, where I
video
read
before
tarot
this one.
cards, it's been spot on as well for the readings there. So
He's great.
the Astroflower is linked in the description below. You'll be able to find that channel as well. So yeah, so it has sort of kicked back in. So let's just see what's going on with the sun and going on with the earthquakes and so forth. So let's just have a look at the sun. What we're looking for at the moment is down at the bottom right hand side. There's a filament energy
Okay, we're going to
up
move
here
on to the
in the
part where
northern
he's
hemisphere and a filament energy in the
looking into
southern
the Earth
hemisphere.
and its ley
But there's
lines.
also other stuff. But there's a lot going on that's just creeping up towards the heart. They're certainly heading towards the
This is the chakra system of the planet.
the crown chakra, the third eye and the throat chakra, which is up in Mount Fuji, is also being majorly affected, as much as the solar plexus and the root chakra. Okay, so there's nothing going on. Let me just bring that back up. There's the root chakra there. The sacrum is up there, so there's nothing going on. You've got the solar plexus here, the third eye and the throat chakra there, the crown chakra there, and the heart chakra there. So everything's going off, and it's not this individual sort of energies. And this is where we've got to really take
That's
our own
earthquakes.
ego out of the situation in this coming future and look at the greater good and look at the common sense governance which we need to start applying in the world and stop allowing certain small groups of people just taking us off in directions which causes death and destruction across the earth, not only in humans but also for the planet itself. You know, there's
It's time for change.
I don't think we can kill a planet. Let me just say that now. But it's not. We're not keeping the house clean. Let's put it that way.
Right.
More than anything else.
In optimal
And
health.
this is what we've got to think about. We've got to be conscious about that. Let's just go across and see the earthquakes here. This is the earthquakes today, and you can see that build up that I was talking about in the other, in the last energy update. That build up on the Alaskan Ridge. There is a little bit around the sacrum as well, but they're only small earthquakes, nothing really major. But there is, there is some that's coming around Mount Shasta area, around this area here. So that it is quite tugging away at it. And it's I think it's personally just asking us to step out of the situation and start getting it involved into the greater plan, as it were, the greater good. So yeah, that's what's going on around us at the moment. As I say, it's going to be picking up enormously over the next few days, and that's what we should be paying attention to. I'm going to be doing lots of videos this week according to that, on the Cymatic TV, and how it affects your chakras and auras and so forth. But in the meantime, let's get back to the energy of the earth. Let's go and do the ley line and also get a message from the earth and the chakra sequencing. So, totally spot on the sun. Absolutely brilliant. Yeah, and I think it's going to kick off even more. And I think a lot of people are predicting the end of the solar maximum in 2025. I think it's going to drop out way before then. I think it's going to drop out at the end of the summer, as I said earlier on. And that changes our energy. That changes the Earth's energy. This also changes of the way in which we do things and the things that we do. So yeah, let's get on and see what's going on with the ley lines around this church here. So we're standing right on the male line here that goes through there, comes through there, comes through this cross here. Obviously a very male situation. It comes towards us like that. And I'm literally standing right on it. Now what you might not see, and I'll have to zoom in, is in the background you've got the Virgin Mary. Now that's obviously female energy rather than male energy. And so what's happening here, let me just zoom out a little bit. You have a female line that comes across from there, goes through there, comes out there, and literally goes just past that young man sitting on the wall just down there. It comes out of there, goes along there and through that red van in a way. So that's that female line that comes through from there, goes through the church, all the way through the church, and then comes out the church outside. The male line is coming through there, coming through that church there, coming through all the way out through there and into me there. But let's just go down there, and the crossing point, I'm going to have to see whether the church is open, see whether we can go on the crossing point. But if not, we're going to take it from the male line today, the message from the earth and the chakra sequencing. It's quite a beautiful place, actually. I will show you the Virgin Mary, and I'll show you something in particular, is her feet. Now, there's nothing particular about her feet. She doesn't have 6 toes on each foot, as it were, but usually when it's on a ley line and it's only outside of the church's perimeters, along the road, sometimes you'll see a statue of the Virgin Mary in France. And if you see she's walking on a snake, that is the dragon that Michael slayed with his staff. That's what they are, those my dowsing rods. It's exactly what they are. And you're defining the line. You're stabbing the line, as it were. I don't stab it, obviously. I stroke it. You know, the energy lines are so much more sort of agreeable when you stroke. It's like the dog. If you're going to whack a dog, you know, you'd expect to be bitten. So I wouldn't do that in any way. You know, some people do, as we've seen at Lord's, yeah? So some people do, but I wouldn't if I was you. It's much more enjoyable. You can actually get a lot more out of the lines and the energies, individually and collectively, if you learn to sort of like just take it easy with the energies. So let's just get on to seeing. We've got here, I'm just going to move this way.
Now, if you're not following along and understanding here, not only does he have knowledge of the ley lines and the chakras of the earth, he is an official grid worker, like I am, a light worker that goes inside the earth's energy on the ley lines and works with the dipoles and balances the energy and reads it to check in to see where we are, just like I do with folks for their tarot.
A little bit actually, because it takes me more into the line than anything else. Just put that there like that.
Bear
Okay,
with me.
so
This is very interesting what he's getting ready to do.
just
Great demonstration of our grid work.
Okay, so there's the connection. Get the initial connection in one of my chakras. Definitely feel it in the body now. Okay, so let's just go for a chakra sequencing and see what's going on there. Just waiting for it to come round. Here we go, and there it is there, okay? And it goes up to the crown and the root at the same time, so the vertical is very equal. And then it's playing into the throat chakra and the third eye at the same time. It sort of hums past the sacrum and then really hits the solar plexus. And then we get the heart, which is lovely. Goes down to the root. to the crown and back to the sternum again, the central point of where your energy comes into your life.
And your creation is.
Oh, the light, sorry, a bit bad that way. I'll go this way, sorry.
The earth is in creation mode,
Okay,
just
let's
like you,
get connecting back in
just
now.
like
I
me.
just want to get a message from that
We
earth.
all are
I'm
right now.
using the crossing point, which is literally in front of me. Unfortunately, I can't go into the church at the moment. But I can, my energy can, there's no problem about that. There we go, crossing point down into the center of the earth. She's looking quite vibrant, actually. She's looking like silvery light energy. It's really nice. Sometimes it's yellow, sometimes it's red, sometimes it's even black. You know, it depends on what's coming through on the energy of the earth. At the moment, it's really zippy. I would have thought very mental energies more than anything else.
It's creative.
So let's just get back to
Transitioning,
that. Sorry,
becoming the phoenix.
started connecting too much of the mental. Okay, there's the center. There's a certain yellowness to it as well, actually. The more I think about it, the more and more I observe, as it were, the more and more it becomes yellow. So let me just lay back onto that energy. I'll wait for my message to come round. Here it comes. There. Showing a long road that sweeps between valley hills and keeps going forward, and people walking on it, going places. And it's showing, it's almost as if like the sun's coming up in the background behind the hills, as it were. So it is talking about how the sun is getting ready for the sun to kick off as well. And it's showing holding hands as well, which is, I think this is to do with that whole sort of, you know, working for the greater good, as it were.
Consciousness.
It's like a deer as well that's getting involved. The cycle of life is in everything, even within social constructs or social fads or fashions, even within politics, within money.
And it's time to evolve.
And it's showing as if like, it's sort of saying there's a lot of cycles that are coming together at one point here. And this is giving us a key to what is coming over the next 10 years in a way, because those come together, then they go apart. They're shorter cycles, and then they'll come back together again over a 10-year period, as it were. So it's as if like it's a precursor for even more rhythms to be connected into it. And this is...
See, this is not the end of the world. It's only the end of the world as we know it. Because we are who we've been waiting for. We can tap into this energy of Earth as she envisions our future of us collectively walking together for the betterment of all. We can do this. We can use our imagination and our thought manifestation to put the shields of the planet back around her to protect her from anything and everything that could harm her or us. We can part storms. Bless me. See, my nose is tickling so much. That's a God nod when your nose tickles. We can part storms. We can resurrect. We can heal ourselves, each other, the planet, and we can protect. We have this ability in us. It's God given. And it starts with your thought and zero doubt to focus on the right things So you need to know the science behind this. You need to understand, yes, we are in this binary system. And yes, there are things inbound that could potentially cause cataclysms of biblical proportion. Or we can level up and evolve because of all of these beautiful cyclical events culminating all at once. And instead of a cataclysmic cycle, it can be an evolutionary cycle. Now, I will provide his link so that you can see the rest of this, but I wanted you to see one more small bit before I let you go.
A whisper from the cosmos urging you to delve deeper into the mysteries of your soul. What if I told you that your essence transcends the boundaries of the physical realm? What if the truth of your being far surpasses the limitations of earthly perception? Join me on a journey of self-discovery as we explore the
And I can help
profound
you learn
teachings
how.
of Dolores Cannon, a beacon of wisdom in the realm of spiritual awakening. In the vast expanse of the universe, amidst the chaos of existence, Dolores Cannon's teachings serve as a guiding light, illuminating the path to self-realization and spiritual enlightenment. Through her profound insights derived from sacred scriptures and her extensive exploration of the metaphysical, she invites us to embark on a journey of introspection and reflection. Her words resonate with a profound truth that echoes deep within our souls, stirring a longing for deeper understanding and connection with the divine essence within. In the tapestry of existence, Dolores Cannon's illuminating insights beckon us to reconsider our place in the universe. Drawing from sacred scriptures and her profound exploration of the metaphysical, Cannon unveils a truth that resonates at the core of our being. We are not mere mortals traversing the trials of life, but divine beings intricately woven into the fabric of the cosmos. The ancient declaration from the book of Psalms rings true. You are God's, you are all children of the Most High. With these words, Cannon invites us to embrace our godlike nature, recognizing the heavenly qualities that lie dormant within. As we journey deeper into the essence of our being, we uncover the divine spark that resides within each of us. It is a spark that ignites the flames of creativity, wisdom, and unconditional love, infusing every aspect of our existence with the radiant glow of the divine. Dolores Cannon's teachings serve as a catalyst for this awakening, guiding us to embrace our true nature and embody the qualities that define our divine essence. Through introspection and self-reflection, we peel away the layers of societal conditioning and personal fears, unveiling the luminous being of light and love that resides within. A call to remember. Despite our divine lineage, many of us wander through life cloaked in forgetfulness, unaware of the celestial allies who walk beside us. Dolores Cannon sheds light on this existential amnesia, offering both diagnosis and remedy. She reminds us that we are never alone, surrounded by spiritual companions who await our call for guidance. Yet she challenges us to transcend the angelic realm, urging us to recognize the boundless potential that resides within our own divine essence. Your way above angels, she declares, encouraging us to embrace our innate power to commune directly with the infinite source of creation. In the depths of our being, a whisper echoes, a reminder of our divine heritage and our limitless potential. Dolores Cannon's teachings serve as a clarion call, urging us to awaken from the slumber of forgetfulness and embrace the truth of our existence. With each step on the path of self-discovery, we reclaim our power and sovereignty, recognizing ourselves as divine beings endowed with the capacity to shape our reality and transcend the limitations of earthly existence. Embodying divine qualities. To embody our divine nature is to unleash the full spectrum of our godlike qualities. Creativity, wisdom, and unconditional love are not just lofty ideals, but intrinsic aspects of our identity, waiting to be expressed in our daily lives. Dolores Cannon beckons us to awaken to these qualities, urging us to transcend the limitations of earthly existence and tap into the limitless reservoir of our divine potential. Through introspection, meditation, and the pursuit of spiritual knowledge, we peel away the layers of societal conditioning to rediscover the radiant spark of divinity that resides within.
And this is a perfect time for me to segue and say that the next segment that I intend to make will be biblical evidence that this is true. Because I know that there are a lot of religious people out there that wrestle with this notion that we are more than we have been taught that we are. But even Jesus himself said, you too can go forth and do the same great works as he, and more. And he meant it. And I'm here to help deliver that message.
In the tapestry of existence, each thread is imbued with the essence of the divine, weaving a masterpiece of infinite potential and possibility. Dolores Cannon's teachings serve as a guiding light, illuminating the path to self-realization and spiritual enlightenment.
Know thyself.
As we embody the divine qualities of creativity, wisdom, and unconditional love, we become co-creators of our reality,
Know
shaping a
thyself.
world imbued with the light of our divine essence. Reimagining the spiritual hierarchy. In the labyrinth of spiritual beliefs, angels and guides are often envisioned as beings of higher realms, existing above humanity in a hierarchical order. Yet, Dolores Cannon offers a revolutionary perspective, challenging the conventional notion of spiritual hierarchy. She dares us to consider that humans are not subservient to angels, but stand alongside them as equals,
As
endowed
equals.
with extraordinary potential and divine essence. This paradigm shift invites us to embrace our sovereignty as spiritual beings, forging a direct connection with the divine and embracing our role as conscious creators of our reality. In the tapestry of existence, the boundaries between the celestial and the terrestrial blur, revealing a profound interconnectedness that transcends hierarchical structures. Dolores Cannon's teachings serve as a beacon of illumination, guiding us to reimagine our place in the cosmos. As we recognize ourselves as divine beings, we stand shoulder to shoulder with angels and guides, united in our pursuit of spiritual evolution and self-realization.
Know thyself.
Collaboration with celestial allies. While angels and guides offer unwavering support on our earthly journey, Dolores Cannon reminds us that their assistance is governed by the law of free will. They stand ready to guide and protect us, but their intervention is contingent upon our invitation and consent.
Very true.
This nuanced understanding of the relationship between humans and celestial beings underscores the importance of conscious collaboration. Our spiritual journey is not a solitary endeavor, but a partnership rooted in mutual respect and empowerment. In the dance of existence,
Teamwork.
we are accompanied by celestial allies who walk beside us, guiding us on our journey of self-discovery and spiritual evolution. Dolores Cannon's teachings serve as a reminder of the profound interconnectedness that binds us to the celestial realms. As we embrace our divine heritage and acknowledge the supportive presence of angels and guides, we step into our power as conscious creators, shaping our reality in harmony with the divine will. Empowerment through connection. As we navigate the complexities of existence, Dolores Cannon's teachings serve as a beacon of empowerment, guiding us to embrace our divine heritage and awaken to our true potential. By recognizing our place way, way above angels and understanding the supportive yet limited role of our celestial companions, we step into our power as conscious creators. Through meditation, mindfulness, and a deepened connection with our divine essence, we unlock the gateway to boundless wisdom, love, and creativity. In the depths of our being, we discover a reservoir of infinite potential and possibility waiting to be unleashed. Dolores Cannon's teachings serve as a catalyst for this awakening, guiding us to tap into the wellspring of our divine essence and embrace our role as co-creators of our reality. As we cultivate a deeper connection with our inner divinity and collaborate with our celestial allies, we unlock the full spectrum of our creative potential and shape a world imbued with the light of our divine essence. Conclusion: a journey of transformation. In the grand tapestry of existence, each of us plays a vital role in the unfolding drama of creation. Our journey of self-discovery is a sacred odyssey, leading us to the realization of our full potential as divine beings having a human experience. Let us embark on this journey with courage, compassion, and a deep sense of purpose, knowing that every step brings us closer to the realization of our true essence. Thank you for joining us on this transformative voyage, and may your path be illuminated by the light of your divine spark.
We are who we've been waiting for. And I am the beacon that will lead you home to self. Self-love, self-respect, self-confidence, self-power that not only serves you, but is in service to others through a ripple effect that can help all of us to not only survive, but flourish in our futures, our very near futures. This does not have to be doom and gloom or fear. This is a glorious, beautiful opportunity for us to grow, spread our wings and fly, be born again in Christ consciousness, and rise up to the honor and the challenge of being who we were created to be as creators. So yes, ready yourself. Be prepared. Have your provisions. Have your medications. Have your knowledge and wisdom about survival and prepping and a bug out bag and all of those things, because at any time something can spring up on you if you're not aware. And stand in the glory of your up and coming evolutionary quantum leap. Because between this lunar eclipse and this solar eclipse and the comet that comes and so many other cyclical things, this is not something to be feared, but something to be reckoned with and aware of and prepared for so that we can give it our all, truly our all, limitless potential. It's the Hopi prophecy coming to pass. The blue kachina, the red kachina. Do we take the high road or do we take the familiar road that's the low road? Do we cling to the banks or do we flow with the current of change? It isn't hard. It isn't arduous to learn. It is about changing your thought to what really matters, focusing on those beautiful, positive things rather than allowing the fear in and feeding into the drama. Together, we will get through this. The world as we know it is about to change, and that's a great thing. No fear. Till next time, love and light.